first Pro Bowl.
And think about if you're in Kansas City, the organization, the team, the city, for future years with that. Think about free agents, thinking about where they might want to play. If you're a free agent receiver.
Now Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And a little floater there is incomplete. We mentioned the history of this game. Our age of Pro Bowl always meant a trip to Hawaii. You know, they held it there from 80 till 09, and again for a handful of years in this decade before the last three being here in Orlando.
And there's something to be said, no doubt about it, for getting to go to Hawaii. Imagine being named a Pro Bowler and going home and telling your family, we're headed to Hawaii for a vacation. But think about going to Orlando, especially if you've got kids. All the theme parks, all the great things to do, plus not nearly as long a flight no matter where you come from in the United States. I think it's a big deal.
Time and another first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is 3rd and goal. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Jared Cook there to make the grab. And the AFC takes it all the way down the field to score on their opening drive. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 AFC. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with an AFC touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The NFC offense taking the field, being led in blue by the NFL's all-time passing leader. 12th Pro Bowl nomination for the great QB from New Orleans, Drew Brees.
And you and I both know that this is not easy for him. It's fun to play football. Preparing for the Super Bowl and still trying to get that missed call out of his head that may have prevented his Saints from getting there.
Brees and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's NFC football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They fake the give. Here's Brees. And incomplete on the deep ball. You look back a few years ago, Charles, when the Pro Bowl did that 3-year experimentation. I know you're a traditionalist. You like AFC versus NFC.
Yes, I do.
But for the games 2014, 15, and 16, they tried something a little different. They held essentially a fantasy draft for players. Year 1, it was Jerry Rice, Deion Sanders as captains. Year 2, Michael Irvin and Chris Carter. And then in year 3, Michael Irvin again matching up against Jerry Rice.
And one common denominator, every single one of those guys with a gold jacket, all of them in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they didn't ask you and I to be the captains and make the picks. And by the way, the playmaker, Michael Irvin, went 2-0. And you know I heard all about that.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work, and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way.
Dude, what the heck?
Can't get away.
It wouldn't let me pass it to somebody, bro.
Cameron Jordan showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage.
You have got to be
man
kidding.
coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team.
Game.
They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
No, come on.
A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but... And look at this, it's a fake.
What the heck?
But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on down.
I'm getting this, bro. If they run the ball, this is a big mistake, bro.
On first down, Breeze.
Give me that!
And he will find his Saints teammate Michael Thomas complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now Breeze. He completes it to Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now is Breeze. And that's incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Plays on.
Breeze now on 3rd and goal.
Give me that!
Can't hang on to
you
it.
Can't catch a
Nearly
ball?
picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They have the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one.
I love this part. Oh, yeah, I can run that.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Mahomes now on first down. On the move to his left.
Get it.
And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver.
We can try that play again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Like the footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
I gotta try
winds up getting buried for the loss. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flushed out right. And then going deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we're at halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the AFC out on top.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. J.J. Watt of the Texans there on the tackle. Charles, this the 2019 Pro Bowl. The AFC's won both games that have been played here in Orlando since they moved it here. Both have been competitive, 20-13 2 seasons ago, and last year in 2018 it was 24-23 the final.
Yeah, and 2 years ago, Travis Kelce, Lorenzo Alexander were the game MVPs, offense and defense respectively. And then their tight end, he won it on offense, and Von Miller of the Broncos won it on defense.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. Oh, look at the juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10.
Who's at the very end? Square. Perfect. R1.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
What the heck? Can I throw the ball?
He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC.
Yo, what?
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Nope.
Rosas good with the extra point. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Come on. Give me.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh, his thing.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Boy,
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Crystal clear. On 1st down, Mahomes finds his running back, James Conner. And he will score. Touchdown, AFC. James Conner, 49 yards. And the AFC has retaken the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Breeze now gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Breeze now on first down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To the game.
Breeze now to throw. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
I'm not letting you score no touchdown.
Now Breeze again. And this is Ertz with it, right side. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he connects with Ertz. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the NFC will have a first down. For Drew Brees, this his 12th Pro Bowl nomination, though he hasn't played. What a career and what a season. And to do it at this age, unbelievable.
Not too bad for a guy who turned 40 the week leading up to the NFC Championship game. He keeps himself